Okay, so we're still sort of exploring this little sort of place that I found. Like I say, it's just pretty incredible. You know, you walk down a little passageway and it's like you've come to this whole new different world. I mean, there's some sort of park, gardeny thing over there. And it says something about residents, so I presume it's a private park thing. And the Thames is just over there through the trees. You can't really see it, but if you can see where the light is through the trees over there, that's where the Thames is. So, you know, we're not like a million miles away from it. But I mean, this is just quite amazing. It's like a little, I'd say, it's like a little world in itself. You know, obviously quite exclusive as well. It's not like you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry live here. You know what I mean? It looks quite exclusive. Well, I don't think it's just about people living here. I think, you know, obviously people work here as well, obviously, you know what I mean? But, you know, either way, it looks really exclusive. I mean, look, it's even got a post box. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow. It's like a little world in itself, like I said. You know, it just, I'm absolutely boggled by the whole thing. Wow. Right, we're going to head back to the church anyway, and that looks like that entrance I was wondering whether you could come into or not. Actually, I think it is. I could be wrong. Right, okay. So let's go up this way. Well, let's say down that little bit there where that garden thing is. Oh, it's quite incredible, man. You know, wow. This is awesome. It's really, really amazing. The size of those trees there. They are magnificent. I love trees, I do. Absolutely love trees. I mean, especially when they get that sort of size. I mean, wow. It's got to be at least 200 years old, at least. One imagines. Wow. It's pretty awesome, aren't they? They're pretty awesome trees, man. Oops, nearly slipped off the edge of the curb then. Wow, look at that. This is amazing. It's really, really amazing, man. Right, okay, so let's head back towards that little church thing. And I can show you more of that as we go along. Yeah, like I said, London never ceases to amaze me. It really doesn't. And look, there's a library there. Look, you've even got a library. I don't know if it's a public library or what, but God blimey. Right, and there's that little square where we started from. So let's go back this way. Let's go back into the square. But yeah, just incredible, huh? Really, really amazing. And there you go, you see, look. There's the little church where we started from. And like I said, you know, all this time I have never known this existed. I've walked past it countless times. That seems to be private, but let's just have a little nosy. Obviously we won't actually go in because it's obviously somebody's private garden, but wow, you know, there's all these little picturesque little places, man. It's pretty, pretty awesome. Yeah. So, and like I say, sadly I can't go in there at the moment because financially can't afford it, basically, but I would love to have a look at the stained glass windows from the inside. Anyway, never mind. Oh, it's closed now anyway, look. So, fair enough. Right, so let me take you back up this path where I first came down. That sort of, you know, how I ended up discovering this little place. I love these columns, by the way. I love this. I love these little columns. This is pretty cool. I love this. Yeah, I like sort of things like this. I don't know why. I just find them really amazing. You know, little columns, like a forest of columns. Concrete trees without the leaves. Oh dear. Anyway, so look at this thing. And like I say, I'm not sure how old it is, but wow, quite amazing. Look at this sort of entranceway. Look at that. And that door there, that's quite cool, isn't it? Wow. Really awesome, man. See all these little alleyways. Tell you what, before we go up the main what's the name, let's just check this place out. Let's have a little look up here. See, I love all these little nooks and crannies, man. I do, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love all these little quirky little places, all these little courtyard things. Oh, just love it. Absolutely love it. Wow. Look at this. Oh, I love these hands. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's pretty cool. Oh, man. Just love all this stuff. And again, I think it's a bit of a private-y thing, but I mean, I don't think they mind the public sort of, but I think strictly speaking it's more of a sort of private-y sort of thing. And again, they see, I don't know if this is, some of this is residential, sorry, I mean, and some of it just offices or whatever, I'm not sure. That helicopter has been buzzing around for quite some time now. I'm not sure what that's all about, but yeah, really, really nice. And then look, you come out and there's the church. How cool is that? I just love this. Really, really love it. I mean, you know what? You come out and then you got that behind you. Do you know what I mean? Whoops! I can't quite get myself in there. Oh, that's it. There we go. Right. Yeah. How cool is this place, huh? I love it. Absolutely love it. It's like a little castle at the top, isn't it? Little turret type thing. It's cool. So, right, okay. So let's just have a little look at this doorway again. So, look at that. That's quite amazing, isn't it? Love that door. Look at the ironwork on that door. Wow. That's pretty awesome, man. Sorry. So, yeah, wow. This is absolutely awesome. And so, like I said, you know, I was walking down here. You know, there's this little alleyway thing here, like I said, and I was walking along the main road there where the law courts are. You know, where the High Court is and what have you, blah blah blah. I'll point it out when we go back out that way. So anyway, let's just have a little explore around here. We'll see where this kind of takes us. Obviously to another little gardeny area, sort of thing. Wow, this is just awesome, man. I love it. You got all these little nooks and crannies and little alleyways and passageways and, do you know what I mean? There's a statue over here, and I don't know what it is or who it is necessarily. He's kind of in a reclining position. Could be a poet, no, maybe not. I don't know actually. I have no idea. It could be. I wonder if it's a tombstone. Oh yeah, because it looks like we might be in part of a graveyard, or what once was a graveyard at some point. Well, this is the back of the church here, and look, there seems to be like tombstone type things here. Look, what's this here? What's that? Hang on, Oliver Goldsmith. Longford Island, 1728. Died London, 1774. Poet and novelist. Ah, how did I know that? For some reason, it just said poet to me, especially looking at the guy over there. But I don't know. He might not necessarily be a poet, but this guy certainly was. Yeah. So novelist, playwright, author of the Deserted Village, The Vicar of Wakefield. And I can't quite read that. Oh, I can't read that bit. I don't know what it says. I can't see it properly. It's a bit faded. Is it She Troops to Conquer or something? What's this quote here? Look, who left scarcely any single? No, sorry. Who left scarcely any style of writing? What's I say? Mentioned? Is it mentioned? No, I can't. Untouched. Nothing that he did not. Oh, sorry, I can't quite. I'll read that back at some point. I can't quite see that. It's a bit difficult to read it. Right, so who's this guy here? Hitchcock's. What were you? La 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 la. I can't read that. Is that looks as though? Oh, sorry, I can't read that. Anyway, no, he kind of. I don't know why. Maybe because of the way he's reclining and stuff. And I've no idea what he's got in his hand there, but maybe it's because of the way he's reclining. Just makes me think of a poet. So anyway, okay, right. Let's go back this way. Yeah, that's the thing about London, you know. Let's say you can explore and explore. And you don't have to go a million miles from home to do it either. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like I said, you know, there'll be places around Brixton somewhere. In fact, it's happened a couple of times, even in Brixton where I live. You know, where I've gone down a road, or, you know, I've lived there for umpteen years, blah, blah, blah. Walked past a particular place, never knew a certain thing existed until I went down this alleyway. So, you know. Right, okay. So, like I said, this was the alleyway I came down. And I was just curious, and because it had a nice sort of door and the archway thing, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's just, you know, do a quick sort of look in here. And then, lo and behold, I find all that down there. That's quite amazing. So, yeah, look, we'll come out near the law courts in a minute. And I think, actually, from what I noticed of some of the signs down there, I noticed that some of the signs and stuff, and some of the things on the buildings, it's all to do with the courts and the law and solicitors and barristers and all that sort of thing. But you see, look at this door. I mean, wow. That's a flipping door, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Amazing. So I love this little archway. You know, it's really, really cool. And so, like I said, I decided to have a little walk down there. Not necessarily doing a vlog at first, because I wasn't too sure what it was. And of course, then I walked down there, and lo and behold, I find this whole new world down there. It's incredible. You know, that's what I love about London, like I say. You can walk past that, never even notice it, never even give it a second thought. And then you go down there and you find this entirely different world. You know? So like we're now back in the main street. This is Fleet Street, by the way. And for those uninitiated who perhaps aren't that familiar with the history of London or whatever, this was originally the main newspaper sort of place, you know, where all the newspapers sort of had their, well, I don't know if headquarters is the right description, but it was famous for the newspapers and stuff. That's, you know, Fleet Street, synonymous with, you know, news and what have you. Not so much these days. In fact, I don't know if there's any actually still existing in this street. They all moved out to various big new places, because obviously things change. So, but anyway, and now this big building here, that you can see with the big, huge clock on it, by the way, this is now I always get, because my instinct is to say the High Court or the Court of Justice, but I don't know if you're strictly speaking I'm using the right terminology for it, but essentially it's I don't know if it's the equivalent to what the Americans have, you know, the Supreme Court kind of thing. I don't know if that's the same thing or not, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's essentially what it is. It's you know, major Crown Court. Well, it's bigger. It's more what's the name than the Crown Court. In fact, it's where you go to. It's a court of appeals. You know, you can appeal sentences and all sorts of different things that go on there. So that's the major court thing. So as you can see, it's quite an amazing building in its own right. So right, okay. So like I said, with all that stuff that we just discovered, that's all at the back of all this lot here somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So you know, like I say, it's very easy just to walk past something like that and never know it's there, never know it existed. Do you know what I mean? So, and as you can see the big dragon, by the way? that denotes the City of London. Wherever the City of London boundaries are, you'll always find those dragons. I love dragons, by the way. Absolutely adore dragons, I do. Love dragons. Might be mythical creatures, but I just think they're awesome. So, anyway, right, I'm going to leave the vlog because I don't know how long this has been going on for. Actually, let me just get across this road because I just want to perhaps do a final shot outside the front entrance of the law courts. Thank you. So, let's get across the road. And here we go. Okay. Right, so we're across the road. And, yeah, oh, St. Martin's in the Fields. Right, right, okay, yeah. Yeah, because that's also down near great, sorry, mine's gone blank. Portrait Gallery, that's what I was trying to think of. Now here we go, you see, look, the Royal Courts of Justice, that's it. That was the thing I was trying to think of, but it's essentially what I was saying before. Now look at that as well, look at that old thing there, that pub thing. And again, you know, I couldn't tell you from looking at it how old it is, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, it goes way, way back. But like I say, at the back of all that lot there is where I discovered that amazing world. You know what I mean? So, right, so there's, like I say, that's the entrance to that place. And as you can see, it's quite an amazing building. It's actually looking a bit worse for wear, actually, now I've just noticed. It could do with maybe a bit of a tension itself, I guess. But then again, of course, when we go on to that other aspect of whether these buildings, well, like I say, I mean, if private money goes into it and they sort it out that way, then although it is a public building, that definitely is a public building. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not bothered right now. I'm just saying, I'm just appreciating the architecture, and why not? Because it is quite amazing. I am an artist after all, and shape and form and architecture, it all fascinates me, and all I just find so amazing. Actually, I've just remembered one other thing, and let's get across here quick whilst we can. Oh, I've just noticed some loos there. If they've got ladies' loo. Oh, I'll nip in there in a minute. Right, okay. So let me just show you this church here. Now this is, I think it says St. Martin's in, no, well, because St. Martin's is the other. Anyway, again, don't want to start getting into stuff that I can't. What I wanted to show you, and this is quite amazing, I've shown this on one of my other vlogs, because you've got this also on the Tate Britain, not the Tate Modern, but the Tate Britain. Now you see all this stuff on the wall here, right? That is shrapnel. That's shrapnel damage from World War II. This was when London got heavily bombed, and there was a lot of shrapnel and stuff flying around. That's what that's from. Yeah, I remember somebody telling me that once. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that's bomb damage. Amazing, eh? When you think about it, and it's, wow, quite awesome, eh? Quite incredible. So, but yeah, I think basically, I mean, of course, I guess they could have had it repaired or whatever, but I think there was a deliberate, conscious effort to leave it like that. I guess as some sort of memorial, if you like, or some sort of, you know, remembrance thing, you know what I mean? To say, like, you know, look, this is what happened during the war, kind of thing. But yeah, that's bomb damage. Yeah. But I noticed there's a couple of new stones there, so maybe some of it was getting too warm with the weather and what have you, and it needed replacing, I guess. So, right, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to nip to the loo in a minute because I think I'm going to need one again, because I would like to have one more coffee, although this will be my third coffee today. So I think I'm really caffeinated, or caffeinated I should say, caffeinated. Right, okay, so we got an ambulance going past, so okay, right, so I'll catch you guys later. I might do another vlog later. Bye for now.